Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is a real quick vlog for you guys. Just wanted to kind of discuss the YouTube thing. YouTube comments are hilarious, and I wanted to talk about it in this video. It's just that simple. I wanted to address a few things, not the elephant in the room, but just, well, kind of the obvious. So shout out to my man Techzilla for stating the obvious in one of my videos in the comments. And I'll read to you what he said here in a second, and then I'll proceed with this video. All right, guys, so I found Techzilla's comment, and here's what he said. He said, I get the same issues with people thinking that I don't know the specs of the device or etc. He said, it's amazing how upset people get. Then he goes on to say, viewers need to understand that we are not personally insulting them. And that right there says it all in a nutshell. I think that's where a lot of people fall apart. They've purchased the Pixel XL and it didn't get this flawless review that you thought it was going to get because you like it. You can't buy a device. You can, but you're setting yourself up for a huge failure. Even when I reviewed this phone, it wasn't flawless. It wasn't perfect. But I didn't see a lot of the attacks that I see in the V20 video. I think it's hilarious. The thing is, when reviewers are reviewing devices, first off, I paid for this with my own money, and shout out to Techzilla and several other people that actually buy their own devices and they're not loaner devices, or a big company didn't send it to them for review. Shout out to those people who are going and standing in line like everybody else, or ordering online, waiting like everybody else. I happen to be one of them. So, you know, we buy these phones with our own money, so we're not going to fluff the review for you. So if that's what you're looking for, and shout out to the other person that said, you know, I don't think you were too harsh. I would rather have hard facts and truth that appears to be a little harsh than to get a soft, fluffy lie, basically. I don't lie on my videos, and I don't make my videos to make people feel good about themselves, you know? And honestly, I feel like if your feelings are hurt when you're watching a video of a phone review, you should go reevaluate. Because if you're on my channel because you want to see me say or hear me say what Phone Pocket Now said, or Techno Buffalo said, or all these other reviewers said, Android Central. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying if you want to hear, well, I say that to say this, people comment like that. Well, Pocket Now said this. You're the only reviewer that gave this phone a negative review. Well, what's a negative review? Let's think about that. If you're coming to my channel thinking that I'm going to repeat what someone else said, you know, on their review, you should probably just change the channel. Because to me, it's kind of pointless to buy a phone, watch a ton of videos on it, and this is what people do. It's very apparent. Watch a ton of videos on it and think that all the reviews are going to be the same because they're looking for some kind of clarification or some kind of certification stamp of approval that their phone purchase was a good one. And someone else said that in the comments as well. They're looking for validation that they made a good choice. Well, you shouldn't base, and I've said this before, you shouldn't base your purchasing of a product solely on video reviews. I think you're just setting yourself up for a huge failure. You're going to be very disappointed because you're not going to get what you're looking for. Now, this doesn't happen to me very often, but it does happen. I'll post a review or something, and it's the complete opposite of what 15 other reviewers said, or 100 other reviewers said. Let me say this. I will stand in a crowd of people, 100,000 people, 100 million people, and they could say that Jesus Christ is not real, and I would say that he is. That should sum that up for you. I definitely do not care about 1,000 other reviews saying something that's completely positive, and then I point out just a few negative things about it, and then my review turns to be a negative review. I think that when I make comments like, you know, get out of your feelings and, you know, clown and all that stuff, well, you know, I don't use profanity, and you know, that's not like a substitute for profanity, but what it is that's not geared towards the regular people. I know the regulars that come by. I know a lot of my subscribers, and I know people, I'll see these accounts where it's just created. It's just created. Let this little 4-banger go by. I would go get them, but nah, it'll be a waste of gas. You know, I don't create videos for those people. I create videos for people who just want to see my opinion, and I'm buying the product because I want to buy it. I think it's going to be hot. Some people said, you know, well, why did he buy this product if he didn't like it? How would I know I like the product until I buy it? I don't stand in a store and do a review of a phone. It's not my style. I try to avoid giving a final opinion on something without bringing it home for about a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. You just can't do it. Some people felt like I hated the V20. They didn't watch the full review. Go look at all the other videos I have on the V20. They didn't watch the full review. They just looked at the comments from somebody else, and I can see these people out there with, like I was saying, no followers. They're correct. The account is brand new, or it's just zeros across the board, and this person just didn't exist into the review. Well, all I can say is that if you're looking for a fluffy, sugar-coated, I'm just going to follow what everybody else is doing, and I'm going to agree with everybody review, you're not looking at the right reviewer. Because no one's paying me to say anything. No one's giving me a little. When I have a sponsored video, it's like a speaker or something like that, and they're not even paying me. You know, it's just someone wants me to promote their headphones. I'm transparent about that. But the people who comment on videos saying, "Oh, your review is negative," my review wasn't negative, or not just the V20, just any device. When I review a device, it's not so much negative. It's just that I don't like things about the device, and it might outweigh the positive things. That doesn't make it a negative review. It just means that I'm a little bit more honest and telling you the truth. And let's key on something about features on a phone. And this is kind of piggybacking this V20 video. Some people say, you know, you didn't go into the settings. Well, listen, you didn't watch the video, because I clearly talk about that. Some people say you're not an end user. Why am I not an end user? Just because I'm buying all the phones and reviewing them? I am an end user. I have a cell phone bill just like you do. And, you know, I use the phones in a regular way. I don't, like when I talked about the pro mode or the manual mode on the V20, listen, there might be one person that watched that video and said, I do. Because the reality is, when you have a phone, you're not opening it up. You'll miss the moment. Shout out to Motorola for giving the quick twist and you can snap the photo. That's what consumers want. They don't want to have to go into manual mode. So yeah, I am an end user. I'm an end user because I'm buying all the products myself. No one's giving them to me, like I said before. And I'm just a guy who's doing this because I want to. I'm not a part of any kind of, like those networks on YouTube. I'm not a part of any of that. I'm doing these little videos on my own on the side. That's it. So no fluff, man. If it's not for you, if my channel is not for you, you know what you can do? Just change the channel. Shout out to Texzilla said that too. He said, you know, they don't like the content. I say it all the time. Just change the channel. Don't tell me that I'm doing it wrong because 5 other people said I'm going to do it this way. That doesn't make any sense, because you should start a YouTube channel, be in the limelight like we are, and then come tell me how easy it is to run a YouTube channel. People who run YouTube channels know how difficult it is. The difficult part is dealing with the clowns and trolls for me. That's the difficult part. Shooting a video, editing a video, buying the content, buying all this stuff. That's not hard at all. The most difficult part for me is when I wake up, I spend several hours out of the day deleting comments like, you monkey, you nigger, you stole everything, you're a horrible reviewer, you don't make any sense, you black this. That is the most difficult part for me, because that has nothing to do with the product itself. That's a difficult part for me, because like some people say, let me know why you gave me a thumbs down. Well, I think I've been doing YouTube long enough, and I can tell that when a person's giving a thumbs down and it's for me and not the product. Because see, people get those mixed up. When we're critiquing a product, it's not a personal attack on you. It's to let the OEMs know, hey, if enough people go back and tell the OEM, look, this is just messing up or I don't like it, they will change it. It's not a personal attack on you. I don't know why people take it so personal. And then people start copying and pasting the specs. Listen, we know the specs. We have the device. There's a lot of, I call them cheerleaders. All they do is sit on the sidelines and talk about the specs because they know how to read the manual. Anyone can do that. If you're gonna shop online by using YouTube as a tool, you should do that. Because that's kind of the way it works right now. People go online to YouTube, They watch a bunch of videos on a product they want to buy, and then they make their decision based on that. After you do that, don't go back to videos, the 20 videos you watched, and say it's trash. Just return your product and buy something else. You're not adding any value, because a product is trash to you when you don't like it. But when I don't like it, I'm a bad reviewer. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. There are plenty of products on my channel that I dislike. Like when I reviewed this phone, I went in on this phone too, but people didn't see that. The V20, I pointed out a lot of positives in that phone. The iPhone 7 Plus, I pointed out a lot of positives in that phone. But sometimes, I guess more people bought the V20. And so their feelings were hurt because I didn't say the same thing that every other reviewer said. Hey, listen, like my man Tech said, and I've said it before, click, change the channel. I'm done watching Jay Williams because of this one video. He made me so mad. He hurt my feelings. Oh, boo. He hurt my feelings because he didn't say the phone I bought was the greatest. Come on, man. How old are we? All of us are knocking on 50's door probably. Well, not all of us, but some of us are knocking on 50's door. And I know a lot of the people, I can tell they're knocking on 50's door, some of the people that I watch. But the fact of the matter is, guys, grow up. Be a little bit mature when you're watching a YouTube video, especially with this Samsung thing. The Samsung thing just really got out of hand. People were so upset that I made videos about the Note 7, they just got all in their feelings. Oh, Jay needs to shut up. You don't know what he's talking about. Are you serious right now, man? Grow up behind that nonsense, man. Grow up. Get a life. Go start your own YouTube channel and start posting your views. And I can guarantee you, after you've been doing it for a while, you'll understand what it's like to be a YouTube reviewer. Especially when you have no backing. When you have to go out and spend $800 on a phone. And you want to review. I bought this because I wanted it, not to review it. But I'm a reviewer, so I'm going to review it. Makes sense, right? But all I can tell you is that when you're on YouTube comments, watch the video first. Like when you see a video that's 45 minutes or 35 minutes, do you honestly watch it all? That's the thing. Because in those videos, that person probably took their time. The video probably wasn't 45 minutes. It was probably more like an hour, and they had to chop a lot of it off because they don't think people are going to watch that much of it. But listen, if a video, I did a poll on Google Plus about length of videos. To my surprise, people want to see videos longer than 15 minutes. I didn't know that. On the comments, people were saying, oh, you know, this is too long. And I'm like, well, your attention span is too short. Those were 10-minute videos or 6-minute videos. I've learned that with that poll, people want to see, the majority want to see at least 15 minutes. And when I watch videos, I personally enjoy watching a video that's more than 15 minutes. Because obviously that person had something to say. There's a lot to express. So, listen, YouTube commenters, not the real people that comment or give a valid point. Because I spend a lot of time deleting comments, not just the racist and stupid comments, but comments that are just dumb and personal attacks because I didn't say what you wanted me to say. Or I don't know what I'm talking about because I didn't go into this thing on the phone or yada yada. I see the accounts. See, once you get so big on YouTube, you start to higher up you go, it's probably very it is very difficult to keep up with comments. I get hundreds of comments in an hour. Now think about how my day is. I take a moment and I scroll back and I respond to comments. For those that know, you'll probably comment in this video, but I do respond. A lot of YouTubers don't even respond to your comments. I actually try to look out for people in the comments. When I see someone getting attacked in my video in a comment, calling them an MF or a dummy or something like that, I'll ask the person nicely to redo their comment, or I'll just delete it. You know, because I don't like all the bickering and fighting and arguing in comments. It's kind of stupid, man. They're like, come on, make a valid point. Don't insult people. And that's what I guess in the end people think I'm doing when I'm doing a review. I'm doing a personal attack on them because I'm not saying what they want me to say, which is just crazy to me. I don't understand that. If you want, like I said before, I'm not the channel for you if you think I'm going to tell you what you want, to hear. Like, I'm not going to say everything about something is great. If that's what you're looking for, if you bought something and then you hit the internet to go look at all the reviews on it so people can validate your purchase, I'm not the channel for you. This is real talk. I'm not the person you should be watching. Seriously. When I make a video, I hope that you watch it all. I'm not making it just to ramble on about something. I'm trying to talk to you when I can. That's why I like to do live streams, because I want you to call me, and I want to hear your voice, and let's talk. But, you know, I can't do live streams all the time, but, you know, that's what it is, man. Comment below. What do you think about, haven't you read some of the comments and videos? What do you think about the people who just jump out there and start making a comment? I can tell as a person making the video who's watching the video, who watched the entire video, because I do certain things in the videos, like, blah, 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 like somebody will point that out in this video. Jay went blah, 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 in the video, and other people like, what? Because they didn't watch the video. So it's your man Jay Will. I'm gonna hit the house, man. I was clearing out my box. I got some packages in. I'm gonna go home and do some reviews. Then I'm gonna go to the Nike outlet and use my military discount. You know, shout out to the vets. Veterans Day is coming up, man. Shout out to the people like me who served the country. I respect y'all. You know what I went through. If you went to war, we know what it is. And, you know, whole nother video, man. But I'm glad to have served the country and been in law enforcement the time that I did. It was real. I miss it, though. Miss it. Getting a little teary-eyed. Golly. Woo. I miss it, man. When you forced to leave something, it's not, you know, you don't get a choice. Like I had, for those that know, you know, I got a lot of metal plates and rods, and I have a bunch of surgeries. And so I didn't walk for a long time. I didn't even talk for a long time. You know, it's good that I did my time, man. Some people always ask me, what do you do? What do you do, man? You just do videos all day? Nah, a lot of these videos I've shot them, and then I set them to future. I had to keep reminding people I've shot the video, and then it's set for a certain time to release. And right now I'm probably watching TV and drinking some coffee. Well, no, I'm heading to the Nike outlet. Well, by the time you see this, I'm probably in wood shopping and, you know, did a whole bunch of stuff. And spend time with my family, man. But I'm retired. So people keep asking me that, and I'm a pastor, House of Prayer Ministry. So, you know, that's what I do. Retirement is good, man. You know, I put in my work for the country. So here's what it is. You know, all the youngsters out there still trying to find their way. I'll be there to support you along the way. It's your man Jay Will. I used the front camera on the iPhone 7 Plus to shoot this video. I'm going to upload it with iMovie. Peace.